Hi there, welcome to Apple World. So Devon Franklin has a ton to say regarding his ex Meagan Good. Continuing on with Jonathan Majors. Von Franklin, an unmarried man, I could have very much separated in light of the fact that I never saw the second Meagan and Jonathan as of late started sentimental bits of gossip. And it seems as though Devon really doesn't like the new relationship since he just uncovered them for faking a PR relationship. However, is this connection simply for PR, or is Devon being a superior ex? Okay, so I will require you all to jump up in this show genuine fast in light of the fact that the tea is funneling, huh? I mean, Zesty Brothers saw word on the roads is that Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors are a thing, and when I let you know that the web is losing its steadily adoring psyche, I mean, they're losing it since it's insane. No one might have at any point seen this approaching. We didn't realize that they were a thing, and afterward, blast sentiment bits of hearsay recently begun circumventing. Great as per various sources, the reports are truly evident since they have been hanging out a lot as indicated by TMZ throughout the span of the most recent half a month. Jonathan and Meagan have drawn near and the relationship is genuinely new. It must be new on the grounds that it was a long time prior that Jonathan was captured for attack. However, we will get into that part shortly. A source likewise uncovered to TMZ that Meagan and Jonathan had a film date 2 or 3 days prior at the Alamo Draft. Those in LA, and that implies that they are not in any event attempting to conceal their relationship like by any stretch of the imagination, separated from the way that it's haphazardness at that they're seeing someone additionally doesn't seem like Meagan or Jonathan at all since they are so both confidential about their lives when Meagan began dating her ex Devon Franklin. We didn't catch wind of the relationship for a long while in light of the fact that they kept it extremely relaxed, they added. Shadowy seldom talked about the subtleties of their marriage. So it's sort of odd that Meagan is so agreeable openly spending time with Jonathan. After a long time, Jonathan is likewise the exceptionally relaxed kind of celeb and certainly not the sort to go marching his relationship freely, and to this end, individuals are persuaded that this should be a PR relationship. Now, I couldn't say whether you all know this, however, this isn't whenever that Meagan first has ignited sentiment bits of hearsay sin. See, she split from Devon Franklin back in 2021 in April 2022. She started tales with rapper Fiasco, who likewise was her exercise amigo at the time. Various media sources said Meagan fight rapper Calamity are supposedly dating. The two got going as exercise accomplices in the Los Angeles region. However, presently individuals near both Meg and debacle accept that the two are dating. The reports got more grounded when Catastrophe posted these photos of him and Meagan chilling and hanging out, and individuals continued to discuss how comfortable they looked. He sort of affirmed the tales, saying, Twitter individuals, how distraught are you on a size of 1 to endlessness. At the time, individuals accepted that Meagan was simply attempting to get individuals talking. However, it didn't work, so the phony relationship sort of subsided after that. She has still, for the most part, kept her own life individual as of recently, and again, individuals are truly not accepting this relationship since they are saying that it has every one of the makings of a Hollywood PR relationship, particularly on the grounds that Jonathan is in a hot-smelling wreck right now. 2 or 3 weeks prior, Jonathan was captured for purportedly putting hands on his better half. As per TMZ, Jonathan and the lady got into a contention, and this god major was frantic, and he supposedly got her hand and purportedly slapped her. We're likewise told the claimed casualty claims he put hands around her neck during this. Our sources let us know the supposed casualty had noticeable wounds, including a slash behind her ear, redness, and imprints all over. She was taken to an area emergency clinic and is in stable condition, and charges were wild since Jonathan is the kind of fellow that says stuff like, and then, at that point, there's an affirmation of obliviousness, a major piece of his benevolence, right utilization of force, no delicacy. These are manly qualities. Yes, it's very unmasculine to attempt to undermine another man. Definitely, he got a ton of recognition for that interview since individuals felt like he was attempting to destroy the possibility of harmful manliness. Furthermore, there were additionally the way that his vocation was going to skyrocket since he had recently joined MCU and he was being set up as the following significant reprobate, so it was crazy that he would wreck things for himself like that. However, at that point, there's additionally the way that various individuals talked up to guarantee that Jonathan has continuously been mean, and that his decent person character is only a demonstration that he's very horrible. All things considered, the The principal individual was a producer named B. Allen who tweeted, "There's a specific entertainer moderately just now getting established. Who Twitter has savagely gone totally gaga for who, in reality, is a horrendous savage maltreatment of an individual both expertly and in his own life. Each new popular thirst tweet about him makes me crazy." The principal road was about a month prior to the charges of DV against Jonathan, and Allen didn't exactly describe who he was discussing. However, when Jonathan got uncovered, somebody returned to Allen's tweet, saying, "Presently, we know who this tweet was about," and Allen affirmed it, saying, "Ding ding." The other individual is Tim Nicolai, who worked with Jonathan on Broadway. Tim had a more straightforward way to deal with things, and he tweeted, "I'm about to express this about Jonathan Majors and be finished with it. Parents at Yale and the more extensive New York City people group have had some significant awareness of him for a really long time. He's a sociopath and a ringer, and that is the way for all intents and purposes. Everybody talks about him. It's a disgrace it took this long for him to be accounted for." It was a wreck since we could see Jonathan's profession truly begin to disintegrate. However, at that point, his legal counselor delivered a screen capture of text among Jonathan and his sweetheart that said, "Could persuade us that he was honest in the text. She said they guaranteed me that you won't be charged. They said they needed to capture you as a convention when they saw the wounds on me, and they realized we needed to battle. I'm irate to such an extent that they did, and please accept my apologies. You're in this position, will not get anything done about this. I told them to let them know it was my problem for attempting to get your telephone. I just got out the medical clinic. No doubt the screen capture ought to have remained in the drafts. The messages should defend itself. However, they just made him look liable as FESP, particularly since the lady said it was her problem for attempting to snatch his telephone and afterward. Conceding that she had wounds after the battle, no doubt Jonathan right now faces 3 considers of endeavored attack, well as attack 1 count of irritated badgering and a different record of provocation. He had a eating several days prior where his legal counselors trust that the charges would be dropped. However, each of the 3 charges remain, which implies that this case is intense. His social rep is falling and is falling quick, and to this end individuals accept this relationship as one more PR stunt. Yet it gets more fascinating on the grounds that, as per sources, Megan's ex, Devon Franklin, is one of those individuals who trusts that it's a PR stud, while Devon regards Megan enough not to slam her free. Lie and insider guarantees that Devon realizes that her new relationship isn't genuine. Devon purportedly brought up the fact that the timetable of the relationship doesn't make any sense. It's just been 2 or 3 weeks since Jonathan's DV episode. However, media sources are asserting that he and Megan have been dating for a long time. Not in the least does this not make any sense yet. It likewise doesn't check out on the grounds that it would imply that Jonathan and Megan began dating while he was still with his ex. Was she the one who messaged him? The insider added that Devon accepts that it isn't true since he realizes that Megan doesn't pursue men who are now seeing someone. I need to concede that Devon sort of checks out here on the grounds that the math truly ain't technique. 1 in addition to 1 ain't rising to 2, and it likewise doesn't appear to be legit that they would begin dating after his DV allegation since, well, he ought to have far more significant. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.